Hello children. So today we are at the last topic of our chapter, that is friction. So far we have covered the topics about in the chapter friction, and today we are at the last topic of our chapter, that is fluid friction. Okay, so in order to study this, let's study what is fluids. So we know that fluids means substance that can flow is called fluids. So in fluids we have liquids and gas, isn't it? So fluids means it is liquid and gases that are substance that can flow in form of liquid and gas are called as fluids. Okay, we already know this. Fluids means substance that can flow, either it can be liquid or gas, that is called as fluids. So these fluids also exert force of friction. So what happens? These fluids also exert force of friction. Okay. So fluids also exert force of friction. Andre fluids kuda force of friction na exert ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay. On the objects in the motion through them. So in these things we know that those substances that can flow are called fluids, isn't it? So we have three states here. So the three states, that is, we have solid, liquid and gases, isn't it? So solid means which are closely occupied. These are solid, and liquid means which will be very lightly occupied. Gases will be so far away. So these two can flow. The examples which we have taken already in the previous chapter, that is, here for liquid we have taken water and for gases we have taken air. So these two can flow. Substance that can flow are called as fluids. It may be in the form of either liquid or gases. This is liquid and this is gases. In exceptional cases we have mercury. This is exceptional case which can flow. The solid which can flow. In exceptional cases we have this. So let us take. So by this we have understood that these fluids also exert force of friction. How does they exert force of friction? Let's see that now. So it is that, let's take a tumbler. Okay, in tumbler we have water. So this is water. H2O is nothing but water. When we drop object, say for example when we drop object, what happens? The water bubble comes out. When water olage one stone haki nivo, so what happens? The water bumps out, isn't it? So like lighter particles of the water bumps out. So when object drop into, it shows the force of friction. So enagutte, when the object is dropped down, it shows the water bumps out, it shows the friction. Okay, it shows the friction. So this is an example in the form of liquid. This is the force of friction exerted here. Similarly, in gases, let's take a coffee mug or tea mug. You can take. Okay. Take this like this. Coffee mug or tea mug. When it is hot, when the tea or hot, let's take it coffee. Because I love coffee, so writing it as coffee. So when we heat the coffee, the vapors comes out, isn't it? Hoge barak start aata hai. So this is the vapors which comes in gases. Okay, it comes in the form of gases, air. We can see that when it's too hot, the smoke which comes out in the form of friction. So the smoke, here you can see smoke which comes in the form of friction. In this case, in the cases of gas, okay, in the cases of gas, it comes out through smoke. Even in other forms also it may come out, but here I am just taking example to understand in a very easy manner, that is In the cases of gases, it comes out in smoke, and here when we drop down, the water droplets which will come out, for such one we take it force of friction exerts. In fluids, so fluids means liquid and gas, exerting force of friction takes place here as well as here on the objects in the motion through them. Okay, this will be in motion, and even here also the motion takes place, so friction exerts. So in this fluid friction, we have a very new term. Okay, we have a very new term, that is fluid drag. Fluid drag is a very new term. Okay, so it means that the frictional force exerted by fluids. So what happens? It is simple. Friction force, it exerts force, isn't it? Friction force exerted by fluids is called drag. You can take it as drag or fluid drag. Anything may be. And even this may be asked for 1 marks. What is fluid drag? The frictional force exerted by fluids is called as drag or fluid drag. Anything you can take it as. So, let's take the frictional force of an object depends upon, on what factors it depends upon. Okay. On what factors it depends upon? It depends upon the speed of the object with respect to fluid. So, frictional force depends on speed of the object with respect to fluid, and shape of the object as well, and nature of the object. So, these are the 3 things that frictional force of an object depends upon. Okay. So, here we can take it as liquid and gas. Okay. Where liquid and gas forms fluid. These two forms fluid, isn't it? So these two exert, liquid and gas forms fluid. When fluid exert force of friction, that is called fluid drag. Easy way to learn. Okay, and the frictional force of an object depends upon these three things. Okay, the speed of an object with respect to fluid, and the shape of the object, the nature of the fluid. So how does it work? Let's see. Here, as I have taught, with a tumbler, inside this we have water. Okay, when object is dropped down, it comes out. The water droplets comes out. So this can give the speed. So when you drop down, the speed occurs, isn't it, in tumbler? The speed of the object with respect to fluid. This is fluid in the form of liquid. When you drop down the stone, the speed which we have, that gives the speed of an object with respect to fluid. This is an example. Then shape of the object. So here we have gas containing some shape. Whatever you may take. Okay, either tumbler you can take, or coffee mug, anything which has some shape, depending upon that which we have. So that gives us the shape of the object. Okay. Then the nature of fluid. We'll learn here. So, more is the speed of an object, more is the friction. So, more is the speed of here you can see the speed of an object with respect to fluid depends on, more is the speed of an object, more is the friction. So, example. This is for first one I am explaining. So, when a person is swimming, this is a person, assume this as a person. Okay, while he's swimming, the swimmer in the swimming pool, he applies external force in order to move faster in the water, isn't it? He uses his hand to move faster. So more the speed of an object, this is a person as an object, more the speed of an object, more is the friction. The friction takes place more. So this is an example for the first one, the speed of an object with respect to fluid. Similarly, let's take the second one, that is the shape of the object. more is the surface area of the object, more is the friction. Okay, what happens when surface is more? Okay, let's take this as C. This is C, surface is more here of a object where more is the friction. So anything examples you can take in your daily lives, anything you can relate to. Here I am relating with C and boat. It doesn't mean that shape of the object andre idakke C ge matte boat ge relate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. Anything that you can relate to your daily life routines or anything which you may see. Either it might take in gases or liquids, anything. But here I am taking the example of seabed, the surface area which is more. Okay, and the surface more is the surface area. The sea more is the surface area of an object where more is the friction. So this is boat. Okay, when boat, while a person is sailing, when a person is sailing, what happens? More will be the friction. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಾಕಿದಷ್ಟು ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ it goes more, the friction takes place, it moves forward. So this is the example for the shape of the object. Okay, so then we have the last one, that is the nature of fluid. So how does the nature of fluid depends upon? It depends upon more the particles are closer, more is the density. Okay, hence more is the friction offered. What happens? More is the particles are closer, more is the density. More will be the density. Hence more is the friction offered. Okay, so this is the example we are taking for nature of fluid. Say for example, we have particles here. Okay, particles will be far. When particles are far, density is less. Density is less. When particles are very closer, when particles are closer, what happens? The density will be more. Got it, children? So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? More the particles are closer, more the density, hence more will be the friction offered. Similarly, vice versa, that takes place. Okay, so let us try to understand this. Take a tumbler, fill with water. This is the tumbler, and here fill with oil. Okay, where oil is lighter than water, isn't it? Oil is lighter than water, so what happens? Oil floats on top of the water. So oil floats on top of the water. So this gives the nature of the fluid. This is the nature of the fluid where frictional force depends upon. Okay, I hope this got an idea. So now let us have a question, that is, why birds and fishes have streamlined body? Streamlined body means, streamline andre ee tara shape irutte. Okay, narrow at the ends and wider at the middle means streamlined body. They have streamlined body. Why birds and fishes have? Because they have streamlined body in order to overcome the friction offered to them by fluids, that is liquid or gases, water or liquid or gases. Okay, as streamlining reduces the surface of area, and we can know more is the surface area, more is the friction offered. By these three things, the frictional forces which depends, this is due to that. Okay, the question is that when it is streamlined body like this, so friction bega agutte. Got it? So this is a question. I want you children to write it in homework book. This is the extra question. I want you children to write it in homework book. This completes the chapter friction. Okay, if any doubts you can clarify with me. this completes the chapter. That is, we have gone through with introduction to friction, causes of friction, factors affecting friction, method to reduce friction, advantages and disadvantages of friction, fluids friction. So these are some of the examples, definitions, causes, factors affecting, method to reduce friction. Then we had some questions, extra questions. Then friction is a necessary evil, we have learned. 3 types of frictions also we have learned. Then that is static, sliding and rolling friction. Then we have lastly learned about fluids. So this completes the chapter. This is fluid friction and this completes the chapter. So here you can see aeroplane, which is narrow at the top and narrow at the end also. Wider will be in the middle, okay, which will be helpful to move in the air. So this is an example. I hope you guys have understood with this chapter. Thank you so much.